how do you like our Coffee Week festival? You travel all around the world, so you have seen the similar festivals, and maybe you can compare it with the others.
There are not that many similar festivals because this festival spreads itself not just from here, but out into the cafes and on the streets, not just in these rooms. So there's not that many that do that.
For us, it's the first year when we are attending, and we think it's very interesting, and we think it has a lot of potential. And we are looking forward for the next years to see a little bit more, because we are staying just the first 2 days. But next year we would like to see more.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. And how do you see coffee culture in Brno, or maybe in general in Czech Republic?
Maybe I start with this one. I think that the coffee culture in Czech Republic is getting so much better. Over the last 2-3 years, it's really growing, and it's growing fast. In Prague, in Brno, all over the Czech Republic, there are much more coffee shops where you can get really good coffee. The baristas are interested, and we are trying to learn new things. So I think it's great, and yeah, there's like a big gap on the market which we are now filling.
I'm lucky because I've only seen the last year and a half where it's really started to grow. One thing I have seen here is that it's been led a lot by the customers. The customers are traveling and they're finding out what coffee can actually taste like, and they're starting to demand nicer coffee.
I am surprised that because we both are doing trainings, Gwilymem is doing more professional, more technical trainings, I'm doing more basic, and 60% of my people who are joining the trainings are actually home users, which is amazing. And they are like paying for the more expensive courses, for the basic courses and latte art courses. So not just about the home preparation, but also about espresso and cappuccino. So I think this is great.
And some of the ones that are coming online are actually people from Czech who are baristas in other countries like London and Norway and Denmark, and they come to my training when they come back to Czech to visit, which is amazing. So there's lots of Czech baristas out there getting experience in different places,
amazing.
and they've still got an open mind and they're still wanting to learn, which is great news.
Cool. And what do you like about the coffee? Like, does it still fascinate you? Like,
oh yes, every day.
Like, do you think you can still improve yourself in some
I
ways?
This is the problem, I think, in coffee, is that it gets you, and you can taste how it can taste, and then you try and find that flavour again, so you are constantly searching for it to be better. It seems like a never-ending journey.
And the machines and the grinders and everything around coffee is developing. The coffee on its own, I mean, in Czech Republic a few years ago, there was just few good roasters, but even this is getting better. So yeah, it's good. We learn every day.
Yeah, it's developing. We are very much at the start of a very new industry. Coffee has never tasted this good before, and the industry for really tasty coffee is just starting. So what we're doing here is we're setting the foundations for an industry in the future. You know, it's a very exciting time.
And for example, what type of coffee are you drinking for breakfast or at home?
Well, at home, I have to be honest, I don't drink that much coffee.
Well, we are lucky because we have a training centre very close, so we walk to the training centre and we make ourselves a coffee there. So we are lucky.
Okay.
We are very lucky.
I drink a lot of cappuccino. I like cappuccino, and I like to make it from single origins, and I like to use much lighter roast. I actually use for cappuccino roast for filter. So in the espresso they are really acidic and really fruity. But with milk, it's a lot of those coffees are amazing then. So Ethiopians are my favorite, but some natural
Ethiopian naturals.
Yeah.
You're going for a lot. Mine, it depends on where we've been and who's been visiting the trainings to what coffee I have. And the most recent one I had was from somewhere in was called Sweet Beans, and it was a Kenya. It was absolutely beautiful, really, really beautiful. But I like black filter coffee, and as long as it's clean and tasty.
Okay,
it's
thank
good.
you. And maybe you have some suggestions for the next Coffee Week festival for us? Maybe how we can improve or what we can add to our festival to be more fascinating for the people or more interesting?
I've only seen this bit, and we visited two coffee shops so far, and we have to go. But so far, I'd like to taste more coffee.
So more degustation.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'd
In
like.
the next days there are like more
There's
cuppings.
some
There will be
cuppings,
some.
Yeah.
And I would like somewhere like Brno to have a look at water and how water affects the coffee, because you have an amazing coffee culture in this sort of small city. Yet your water is terrible for making coffee, yet you still develop this really great coffee culture. And I think once you start discussing and looking at water, the quality of coffee here would be amazing.
Like water for the preparation on its own, like with the coffee machines.
Yes,
and
with the
when
coffee
you do
machines.
filter coffee, you really need the water filtered properly.
Okay. Thank you very much.
We also
Thank you very much.